Hi, I'm Topher,
I'm Chris.
and we are Joyful Wanderer, and we are here to talk to you today about our latest cruise, and more specifically, the ship we were on, which was the Norwegian Sun. Please, 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 if you like what you see, don't forget to hit like and also subscribe.
Absolutely. Before though, if you're wondering what we're having while we're doing this review, it's Barefoot Spritzer. This is the summer red. Has apricots and raspberries.
It's very good.
Yes, very good.
Very tasty. Nice on a hot summer day.
Exactly.
So tell me, what did you think about the Sun?
Honestly, it's one of my favorite ships. While it was one of the things I really liked about it, and I didn't think I was going to when initially we had experienced the ship, was it felt very small. But it felt small in a cozy way, not a cramped type of way.
That's true. It's true. It is the third oldest ship. It's also the third smallest ship in the Norwegian fleet. The other of the smaller ships that we were on, we've actually been on the oldest and the smallest, which was the Spirit. Interestingly enough, the Spirit actually felt larger than the Sun did.
Right.
So if you're considering an older, smaller ship with Norwegian, Spirit would be number one. Sun would be number two.
Yeah.
Again, a really, really nice ship. I particularly liked our stateroom in the aspect for storage.
Yes.
We actually had a balcony on the forward of the ship. Tons of more storage than I think I've ever seen in a stateroom that we've ever been on, regardless of ship size. However, the shower.
Yeah.
Ooh, let's update those bathrooms in like these smaller shower, like claustrophobic small shower.
Constantly fighting with the shower head. I mean, what's with that little shelf underneath the
soap
yeah.
and shampoo. So get this. So the soap and the shampoo dispensers are down here, and then right underneath it is your soap bar or loofah holder or whatever. So in order to get soap onto your loofah, or you actually had to put the loofah underneath the little soap shelf holder and squirt it and hope it got through. It was a very small shower, but the stateroom itself was, aside from that, was phenomenal.
Other con is the plug situation.
Yeah.
And only one US plug, two European
plugs.
And then a plug in the bathroom that was dual, but was only able to be used for shavers.
Yep.
So if you go on the ship, make sure you have a European converter and something to maximize the use of the US plug.
Yeah,
so
you can actually check that out on our stateroom tour video. You'll actually see that Chris does a great job of pointing that out, and in this case, definitely came in very, very handy. Otherwise, you'd be standing in line to charge your devices.
Yeah.
So definitely need it.
Yeah, we had our European converter for when we took our Mediterranean cruise because we weren't sure, and we've been happy we've gotten it ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the number one must item to pack.
Yeah.
Definitely, because it's particularly on Norwegian, I've seen that they tend to have more European plugs than they do.
Particularly for the
US
ships
plugs,
that were made for the Asian market. I've noticed that with the ships made for the Asian market.
And the Sun was definitely originally intended to do just those itineraries. So, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But beautiful ship, beautifully laid out. The Lido deck, probably one of the nicest on Norwegian, for especially for a smaller ship.
Yeah.
2 pools and 4 hot tubs right in the middle of right in between the 2 pools. It's really, really a smart design. It maximizes the space. One of the pools is actually an adults-only pool, so no kids are allowed in it. Just FYI, though, it's not a relaxing pool very much because it is 7 feet deep all the way across. So it's not like you're going to go stand in the middle of the pool and just chill out. It's not going to happen. But no, really a beautiful ship. I will say some of the outdoor passageways on the Sun are very narrow, particularly when you're walking from forward to aft, more towards the aft of the ship.
Yeah, from midship to aft. Yeah.
Very narrow walkways.
There's that one that's really
very narrow walkways. sails. Yep. But other than that, no, I thought the ship was wonderful.
Yep. No, I completely enjoyed the ship. It's not number one in my book. Spirit still is number one. I love the fact that Spirit actually did go by us when we were heading into, was it Juneau?
Yep.
Yeah, that was awesome. The atrium was a little dated, but there's not much you can do with the ship's bones. It's not like you can move elevators when you're renovating the ship. So so the atrium's a little small, but other than that, no, it was great. The lineup of the specialty dining, while I like having them all in one place, it was kind of weird that you have to walk through other specialty dining venues to get to other specialty dining venues.
Yeah, so for example, when we were sitting and having sushi, you have people that are walking through constantly to get to Cagney's. So they're like not stopping to eat there. They're not stopping to enjoy where you're eating, but they're walking through you in order to get to the next specialty dining down. Upside is they did not do that with Le Bistro. Le Bistro is standalone, which is a great thing, and
just across the hall.
Probably one of the most beautifully designed Le Bistro dinings that we've been to on NCL.
Absolutely.
Really, really fantastic job with that one. The other downside that I noticed, not so much a downside, but the buffet. So the buffet on the Sun is considerably smaller than other Norwegian ships that we've been on.
Probably smaller than any of them.
Yeah, and we did notice that while on most buffets, if you have a buffet over here and then you have the buffet over here, they serve exactly the same things. Not on the Sun. Excuse me. No, they actually had the main entree was only on one side. It was never on both sides. So you actually had to go through two lines if you wanted to get stuff that was different on each side. It was kind of weird. Upside is they also have another buffet that's actually outdoors. Again, small, two sides, but we did that one mostly for breakfast. That was actually a great thing to do because the line's much smaller out there. They had an omelet station out there. You could get eggs to order out there, and then just go and sit on the aft of the ship and just have a wonderful breakfast. It was a great way to start the morning. Love doing that every morning. Although, note, if you're going to Alaska, before you sit down on your chair at breakfast outside, make sure you dry it off first because it will be wet. I just want to say that it will be wet, and if you don't want a wet bum for the next 15 to 20 minutes after you get up, make sure you check your seat before you sit down. Oops.
Yeah, another great thing that compensated for the buffet being small was Moderno and the sports bar area served as backup seating area, and also Moderno had breakfast foods and lunch foods.
Pizza and noodles,
noodle soups, and
we ate lunch there quite a few times. Nice, easy, just to go in, grab a quick bite, and then head out and do whatever else you're going to need to do. But
I loved the Windjammer bar and the Havana Club area.
Yep.
That was
Although
nice
they
space.
need to look at the AC in there.
Yeah, so very similar to Henry's pub on Spirit.
On Spirit,
They need to work on
the circulation.
Getting cool air to these venues where people are gathering.
Especially they were on the Spirit. Henry's was very popular, and Windjammer was also very popular on the Sun, and both of them relatively smaller venues, and there was like no air movement in there whatsoever. I mean, even ceiling fans would have been like some type of air movement just to kind of like get it going. But all in all, really nice. Probably one of the nicer Bliss lounges that we've seen as well.
The Ultra. The Bliss Lounge.
The Bliss Lounge.
It's not Ultra on this one.
No,
that's right.
The Bliss Lounge was actually very nice.
Yes, it was very nice, very very well laid out.
And then the your observation.
The reason why
you like Spirit still.
Yeah, the reason why Sun beats out any of the other ships aside from Spirit is the Spinnaker Lounge. Yeah, Spirit has a beautiful Spinnaker Lounge. Dawn didn't. They changed the Spinnaker Lounge into suites for the suites, and that was a big mistake in my book, because the Spinnaker Lounge with its big windows,
right at the forward of the ship. And actually, the Sun actually was a little bit nicer because they actually have doors on both sides that leads to a walkway outside of the window, so you can actually get out there. Great place viewing glaciers. Great place for sail away. Just really nothing in your way. So
it was very nice. So yeah, that's the reason why Spirit beats out the Dawn, is because they have the Spinnaker Lounge. Wonderful place to go and hang out. You know, even just hang out, read a book, have a cocktail while the events are going on, while they're doing trivia or bingo or whatever else they're doing. It was a great space. Yeah.
All in all, a wonderful ship. Again, has the promenade deck that actually goes all the way around. Some of them kind of cut off in certain areas. You know, really nice place to view the wake from the ship at the aft. Really enjoyed that. We always like to go out there, walk around, especially after dinner or something like that. Take a nice little walk and walk off some of the dinner that you eat, because you know you're eating like crazy.
We did that after Moderno, tortured by meat.
Tortured by meat, yes, Moderno. Oh man, such good food though.
Yes.
Yeah. And again, the food on the ship was
Excellent.
phenomenal, and I would say their main dining room was also very, very good.
Yeah.
Not specialty dining good, but
Yeah.
better than we've experienced on some other ships from Norwegian. So
Yeah.
we weren't disappointed there. Buffet, again, Norwegian I think still probably has one of the better buffets at sea. They really serve some really excellent food in their buffets.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
what else? Anything else that?
I believe that's it. How would you rank this in
As far as Norwegian ships, I would say it's probably second only to Spirit.
Yeah.
Followed by Dawn, and then Epic.
Yeah.
That would be my order. So,
Yeah.
I like the smaller ships. What can I say?
Yeah, I agree. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Again, don't forget to thumbs it up if you like what you saw. And if you haven't done so, subscribe, please, and share.
Go ahead and check out our other videos too. We have a full ship tour if you're interested in seeing more of the NCL Sun. We also have
two ship tours, actually.
we actually have two ship
one
tours.
fast one, and then one.
Yeah, if you can watch the full one, or you can watch the full one in a hyperspeed. It takes about 3.5 minutes. So it's kind of crazy. But yeah, and then we'll also have we have more about the cruise that we just took. We'll have more videos about the excursions that we did, the different ports that we visited. So be sure to check those out as well. All right, have a great day. We'll see you later.
Bye, Wanderers.
Bye bye.